Hello everybody out there, and welcome back here with the future once again to another showcase and review. And it's been about a week since my last showcase and review. I shouted out a rest in peace vid for Kobe Bryant, one of my favorite basketball players of all time, who passed away in that helicopter crash just about a week ago. I also wanted to shout out the other victims in that crash as well, because when I did that video, I had not learned of the other victims in the crash, just Kobe and Gianna, his daughter. But I feel really bad about it. I wanted to let it run about a week before I did anything else. But like everybody always says, the show must go on. So here we are in another showcase and review of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. It's another one that I picked up on clearance. I picked this up for only 11 bucks, and it is the 12-inch Godzilla action figure that they did for the film. This is actually the same figure that they launched for the 2014 film in the same size. I think they did a little bit of a paint deco change on it. I never had the 2014 Godzilla, so I'm glad that I picked this one up. But I saw another video where he was saying it was the exact same one. I guess on the other side of this, there are the holes and everything where the screws went in, which was a complaint from the original, which they never really did change. But nonetheless, in the Godzilla King of the Monsters packaging here, mint in box, obviously, because I am a mint in box, mint on card collector. If I don't buy them loose or opened up, I will not open them usually. There has been a few times where I have opened up things that I bought new, but most of all, I'm a huge fan of the packaging and the figure overall. I just look at it all as one big artwork right there. So that's the deal on that. But we're going to take a closer look at this mint in box 12-inch Godzilla action figure by Jakks for the Godzilla King of the Monsters, which was the third film in the Legendary Pictures Monsterverse. Here is the Kong Skull Island 18-inch posable Kong mega figure, and Kong and Godzilla will be going at it in the fourth installment of the Monsterverse in Godzilla vs. King Kong, which I am anticipating, but there's been a lot of problems with getting that production going for some reason, so I don't know how much longer we have till we get to see that picture. But Godzilla King of the Monsters, if you have not saw it, if you're a Godzilla fan, definitely check it out. I love the movie myself, and I am a fan of the old school Godzillas, but I love different versions of characters, and this version of Godzilla in this last film, I'm not a huge fan of the 2014 film, which was the first, and then they did Kong Skull Island, then King of the Monsters, and then it's going to be finished with Godzilla vs. King Kong. But I did enjoy Godzilla King of the Monsters with Mothra, King Ghidorah, and all the rest. If you didn't check out my last video, go check it out. I did these Kings Collide battle packs. I did a review on them, and this one here is actually the King Ghidorah versus Godzilla Kings Collide battle pack. They did 3 of these, and if you go check out my last video, you can check out a closer look at these. But this video, I will be doing the 12-inch Godzilla figure, like I said that they did, over 20 inches long. You can see there, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Monsterverse with the Monarch logo over here to the left, and Jakks Pacific to the right. So let's get a closer look at it now. I want to thank everybody who subscribed lately, dropped any comments, left any kind of feedback. I really appreciate all the support here on my channel. And now let's get a closer look at Godzilla here. Let's check them out. Okay, so here we have mint in box, the 12-inch Godzilla King of the Monsters Godzilla action figure. Now I said that this is exactly the same as the 2014 one that they did for 2014. They did a Big Figs 24-inch Godzilla for that film, and this is the same mold, just shrunk down into a 12-inch size from that film, the figure that they used from that film. You can see here on the sides that they have the screw holes that were a big complaint from that Big Fig that they made back in 2014, but they are apparent on this figure as well, but they put it to the side. If you're a mint on card collector like me, it really doesn't matter. If you're going to display him, you have to display him to the side where he doesn't have those holes, connecting the body together. A harder plastic here for the arms, which are articulated, and the legs are articulated if you're going to take this out of the package. One thing I don't like is that the jaw on this figure has, no articulation in it, and I think that would have been a cool touch if they could have gave the jaw some articulation there. But look at the scaling and the colors on this guy. I think it's a very nice job that Jakks Pacific did overall, using that same mold. You can see the scales here are actually like a vinyl plastic instead of a harder plastic. But I like how even in mint in box you can mess with the arms and maybe put them out like that. I'm going to have him actually with his arms down here in the package, kind of like that, on display. But yeah, he looks really cool in this size, though. I could have got the 24-inch one, but I did not ever see that actually in stores. So when I saw this one on clearance for $11, I grabbed it. You can see with the tail attached, which does come in the bottom of the packaging here, and two more separate pieces. So when you add that onto the back of his tail here, it actually is over 20 inches long. But I do love the packaging here. As you see, Godzilla pictured there to the left, the Legendary Pictures Godzilla. And then you have Godzilla King of the Monsters. I love the logo from this film as well. And then you have Godzilla down here. The same kind of packaging, like that metalized, futuristic kind of look that they gave the Kings Collide Battle Pack. So they're all in the same kind of vein there. They actually gave him a little bit of a backdrop there, like a diorama. And you can see there, like some ancient ruins and stuff, like from the film. On the back. Yeah, actually, that looks like, heck, I don't know what that is. That's some kind of ruin. They had a lot of ancient ruins on that last pack, so I'm just guessing. But even in the bottom, they went as far, as to put like water down there. So Jakks really, paid attention to detail on this packaging. So I can really appreciate this as a nice work of art overall. And he does tie in better, I think, next to the Kong Skull Island guy in this size. As we go to the back here of the packaging, you see over 20 inches long, and they have a picture of Godzilla outside the packaging with a city montage behind him there. And then they have a write-up here, which is probably the same. But let's see here. Godzilla is a towering titan, the size of a mountain, who rises from the mysterious depths of the ocean to destroy all monsters that threaten our world. With a deadly heat breath blast and a tail strong enough to level entire buildings in one swipe, you can harness the epic power of Godzilla to battle all that dare challenge his reign as king of the monsters. So it is a different write-up than the ones on the battle packs, the King's Collide battle packs. But you see down here to the left, you also have it in French as well. Jakks Pacific, always with French writing, because they have, a lot of products sold in Canada, so it's for the French-speaking Canadian folks that purchased these items as well. 2019 Legendary, down there to the left, you can see Toho. Also, where it was manufactured, made in China. Of course, 65 years there, your 65-year logo for 2019, because this was launched in 19. That was their 65th anniversary of Godzilla, which was launched in 1954. Little Godzilla logo there, Legendary Pictures, and your Toho logo. But the package, look at that picture of Godzilla from the film there, in the back there, kind of like a silhouette of him. But overall, package pretty basic, but nonetheless, I still, really enjoy this packaging. Even though it's basic, I really like it. Just something to it. And I love the Godzilla King of the Monsters logo on each side too as well. And you can see this blue here on the sides here. The Monarch logo. And then your Godzilla King of the Monsters logo on each side. Some tape here. Kind of hindering it a little bit. But man, this guy looks great in packaging. You can see Monarch logo down, the Cryptozoological Corporation that's trying to, go after all these monsters in the films. Don't really want to spoil anything for you, but check it out. But nonetheless, man, I think Godzilla, another Godzilla that I added to my collection, is great here. And I needed a Legendary Pictures version for the Monsterverse to put next to Kong from Kong Skull Island. So now, basically, let's get a good look at him. I like the yellow eyes, the yellowish teeth. You can see the pinkish red there for the tongue on the inside of the mouth there. If we get him in the right lighting here. There we go. Very cool look on the face of Godzilla here. I'm really enjoying this guy. But like I said, I'd like to have a hinge there in the jaw to be able to manipulate that jaw. That'd be nice. But did we get much of a look? I don't think you can really look too much. There's the claws on the feet. which are nicely done. I really like the detail there on his feet there. You can see it there even better. Boy, the scales and the paint wash and everything on this are fantastic in my opinion. Look at the wash there on the belly now that we get it up into some light. It's almost better checking this guy out up here higher in the light. But yeah, the detail and paint great on this. If it wasn't for the damn screw holes, excuse my language, on this other side, that are really noticeable, you know, especially from a distance that I saw a video of a dude doing. But they use the same mold, so that they used for the big fig in 2014. But yeah, let's get this guy back up there next to King Kong and from Kong Sky Island, and call this video an official video done. The showcase and review. And there he is next to King Kong. You can see King Kong at 18 inches, much bigger than the 12-inch Godzilla. And then you have the Mega George over here, which he's a little bit shorter than Kong there, as you can see. But awesome figures all around. Here's a closer look at another look at the King's Claws battle pack that I showed in the beginning. But yeah, I want to thank everybody who checked this out. Make sure you drop a comment down below if you like what Jakks Pacific's done with these action figures that were made for 2019 Godzilla King of the Monsters, the third installment in the Monsterverse. The fourth going to be Kong and Godzilla going at it, and Godzilla versus King Kong. But there's a little look at Rodan, Mothra, and Ghidorah. Go look at the showcase and review that I did on these guys. But yeah, really, really happy that I was able to obtain Godzilla here. And until next time, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like I said, drop a comment. Give me a like if you like what you saw. And until next time, guys, I thank everybody out there for watching and all the support. And as always, keep collecting out there. And until next time, peace out.